So yeah, I'm doing it. I'm sitting here in the little bug. What was that name? What was the name of that movie back in the day? Herbie the Love Bug or something? I don't remember. First things first, you can't even start this car without putting your foot on the brake first, or else you get that little notification. It's not a push to start, but you still gotta put your foot on the brake first. And I gotta start it up because it's hot. You see the temperature, 95 degrees Fahrenheit. But this is your dashboard. Nothing spectacular up there. You got the red Volkswagen illumination and all the basic stuff up there. Let's look across the console. This is plastic, but you know, feel like they put a little love into the plastic. It's not that real cheap feeling plastic that I hate, that hollow stuff. You got a little soft area right here for your arm, a little cushion for the elbow pushing. Am I in focus? I hope so. I need to wipe my camera lens, but we're gonna keep it moving. It's a two-door car, so you got two automatic windows, powered. This is what your AC vents look like. You don't have automatic lights in this trim. Regular lights. Disappointing. Cruise control ducked off on the little switch over here. Nothing really on the wheel itself, you know. Everything is ducked off on the switches. Your wipers, and this is where you know, adjust your trip information and things like that. But it's kind of strange. Not what we're used to here. Not the position we normally have. But you can adjust, you know, the little things on the computer up there, as you see. The cabin itself, you know, it's laid out pretty much like a standard Volkswagen, black on black. A lot of Volkswagens had that black on black look. This one just has a little shiny accent up top. This is the Beetle, Volkswagen Beetle, in case you thought I was lying. The radio is just like a regular Volkswagen radio. Simple and easy to use. It's not bad looking. It's just pretty basic. This is your AC controls. You can adjust the position of the air, you know, right in your face, to your feet, defroster. You actually have heated seats in this Beetle. Wasn't expecting that. Nice touch though. And you know, fan speed, temperature, passenger airbag. Down here, you know, nothing really there. This is a base trim, so these little spots right here, you know, if you had a more advanced trim, you'll probably have some buttons down there, I'm guessing. And auxiliary in, a matte finish on the gear shift, and everything is basic down here. You know, plastic. Nothing else down here but your shift information. Not leather, but it's wrapped in a material here on the armrest that gives you a little rubbery feeling, kind of a soft cushion. The seats are that Volkswagen material. I don't think it's leather, but you know, they use some kind of other material like a synthetic leather. And I'm surprised they actually include leather seats in the Beetle. Two-tone on this one. You got a gray outline with a black middle portion. Nothing really to see over there. As you can see, the seats in the back have that two-tone feel going on. And you know, it's a two-door car, so you don't have a lot of leg room. You know what you're getting with a Beetle. It's a small car, you know. It's not that big. It's a Beetle. Up here you got your controls for your interior lights and, you know, your reading lights or whatever you want to call it. And some kind of little space up here. I guess you could stash your shades up there. It don't come down like most cars. You just tuck them in there, looks like. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the interior. Pretty plain, but you know, I've seen other Beetles, and for a Beetle, this is pretty much a major update. The interior in Beetles is usually not accented at all with, you know, shiny materials and, you know, things like that. They usually keep it pretty plain in Volkswagens, and this is what you get. I'm gonna try to hop in the back seat. We all know how that went in that last review with the Fiat. I couldn't even get it to let me in the back seat. I think that thing was just busted because I knew I was hitting the right switch. But let's see how the Volkswagen does on the backseat test. It's a little windy out today, so bear with me. Now, this is the spot I hit on the Fiat. Y'all already know if y'all didn't see that review. Wow. Comes right down. See? And you can squeeze back in. Whoa. It's not too easy. That Fiat was busted, man. I knew I wasn't crazy. That's how crappy that Fiat is. Look. Okay. I'm 5'8". I'm not tall. I can't even get the seat back into place. It hits my knees. Okay. So when this is how I'm riding. I'm real cramped. But you know, this is common knowledge by now with a Beetle. You're not getting any leg room. This is pretty tight, man. This is real uncomfortable, and I'm only 5'8". So nah, they shouldn't even waste time with a back seat. They should just make this some kind of two-door coupe convertible or something. I think most Beetles do go with that convertible route. But you do have a charger back here, 12-volt charger. I also missed one up front on the console around the gear shift. You have one up there. See in front of that auxiliary jack, you do have one. I missed it. You know, the seats, they feel sturdy, but it's just not comfortable because of the leg room. I'm pretty cramped. Yeah. It's not too bad looking for a Beetle. The little shiny accent gives it a little pop, along with the little chrome hits. But still, you know, it's pretty cut and dry. It's a Volkswagen. So, it is what it is. This is what you get. Black on black with nothing to really stand out. Still not bad looking, though. Got her on the road, and it drives nice. It rides good enough. It accelerates pretty damn good, actually. But I'm conflicted because I just don't feel comfortable in it. Like, it's like hard to explain. It's like the steering wheel is too far away from me. The steering wheel is too far away from me. But if I move the seat closer, then my legs, they're already pretty much under the steering wheel. So I feel like I'm. This is just personal thing. You know, you might not care about this, but I feel like I'm too far away. I feel like I need to be just a little closer to the wheel. But if I get any closer, I'm gonna put my body through the engine. So me personally, I don't like the way I feel as I sit in it, and I also feel like I'm sitting a little too low in the seats. I mean, I could raise the seat higher, but then again, that adds to the problem of my legs already being on the steering wheel. You know, I can't go any higher, so I got this low feel as I drive. I feel like I'm sitting too low to the road. But, you know, if you're a smaller person, you might not bump into that problem. The drive itself, though, feels good. That's the most important thing. The acceleration is good. You know, I don't feel like I'm driving a cheap compact car, even though this is a compact car. A very compact car. The acceleration is real good, you know. Real impressive. So the road feel is good. It absorbs the bumps. And I'm surprised by that. I'm going to hop out and give y'all a look at the trunk. I almost forgot, but y'all got to see how much trunk space you got. Let's check it out. That's a little different. It's not the biggest trunk, but it's more than I expected. You know? Nice little caboose. Not the best, but you can probably let those seats down. There's a little knob looking thing back here. I'm not sure about that. Maybe you can. But if you can, that's a plus. I don't think you can, though, actually. So it's okay. Let's get back in the front and give it the verdict. So, when it comes down to it, most people know the Volkswagen Beetle. Most people know what they're getting with the Volkswagen Beetle. The main thing is this is a pretty modernized Beetle. They kept the outside pretty much the same. They don't really change the outside of the Beetles. But the inside has seen a major refresh. The ride is good. So if you're a Beetle fan, you'll probably love this car. This is probably the best Beetle they've ever made. But you know, for us taller people, nah, we gotta look elsewhere. If you go with the Beetle, you're probably gonna go with the convertible version, and I don't blame you. So while this is the nicest Beetle, it's not for everybody. But for Beetle lovers, I think you'll love it. So based on my scale, for the average driver, I would give this a 4 out of 5 as far as compact cars go. This is pretty solid for a compact car. But for a Beetle lover, going to knock it up to a 4.5, especially if you get the convertible version. You'll probably love it. You know, the main reason why I scored it so high is because of the driving experience. You know, it's not your typical compact car, but it drives better than a lot of compact cars that are made. Like, it accelerates real good, and it just feels good on the road. So that's my score. Even though I gave it a high score, that's comparing it to other compact cars like Chevy Sparks and real small cars. I'm rating it in that kind of mindset. Anyway, I'll catch y'all on the next one. The rain is coming and I gotta get out of it, or else I'll melt.